What them a go do ya now? NEWLINK and the attack now. Bring a old trendsetter. NEWLINK.
Greetings and blessing my viewers and subscribers. Big up in the cell, man. You don't know, so the attacking boss there and a NEWLINK from NEWLINK production. And I mean say attack. Some my viewers and subscribers, you don't know say under here, so the dirty thinking sin thing. You understand? That are the local thinking sin thing, my people commit that wicked crime, you know, couple months ago over in a CLAREND0N, Jamaica, my people, where him take out the mom and our little ones, them, my people. You understand? So this piece of sin thing, you know, my people, him get sentenced because you don't know, so then they try to do the penalty thing when they whatever come forward and say, yo, she not bother see that based on certain thing when plead guilty and this and that. So now the sin thing was sentenced, my people, this morning in the court. You understand? And them say them give the life sentence to everybody. Basically, you get life sentence to everybody, but him a go do 61 years. You understand? Before he's eligible for parole and thing with people. So a lot of people reaction. Some people would agree with it. Some people not agree. Some people have a lot of different things to say. You know what I mean? But me I go on my take on the whole thing, my people, and go on a little explanation about this thing I will get so you can understand what I go on. But before I go into this, I go into read an article, you know what I mean, pertaining to the whole court thing and what went down inside the court with this piece of sin thing. So now I have the full understanding of what really went down. So let me just get into this, my people. Heartless killer Rushane Barnett has been given 5 life sentences for the murders of his 5 relatives at their home in Cocopese, CLAREND0N on June 21st and is required to serve 61 years before he can apply for parole. The sentences are to run concurrently. The 23-year-old in July pleaded guilty to the murders of Kimisha Wright, 31, and her 4 children, Kimanda Smith, 15, Sharalee Smith, 12, Rafaela Smith, 5, and 23-month-old Kishan Henry Jr. His plea came a day after he told a forensic psychiatrist that voices in his head had influenced him to commit the crimes. The bodies of his victims were discovered by a relative around 5:30 a.m. The Wilson Run Trelawney native, who was dressed in an orange floral team shirt, green shorts, and a pair of brown leather shoes, did not flinch while Justice Leighton Pusey handed down his ruling inside the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston. In ruling, Judge Pusey said adjectives were insufficient to describe the crime. The case was described by Chief Public Prosecutor Paula Llewellyn as the most gruesome murder trial she has ever participated in. In June, Llewellyn indicated at the start of the trial that the state will be seeking the death penalty, but withdrew that submission after Barnett pleaded. Llewellyn, however, asked that Barnett be required to serve a minimum of 53 years imprisonment, 8 years more than what defense attorney Tamika Harris recommended. In September, the prosecution said a postmortem revealed that Barnett inflicted 95 incised wounds on his victims. Wright received 48 wounds in the region of her chest, neck, abdomen, and waist. The toddler had 11 incised wounds, while Kimanda received 9 incised wounds and 4 stab wounds. Sharalee and Rafaela had 22 and 5 incised wounds respectively. All of their throats were slashed. Barnett is to serve 61 years and 8 months in prison before he becomes eligible for parole. Jvdge sees, Jvdge knows. So, this how I go on, my people. This how I go on. Which, on a level, my people, you know, say, with the whole thing, me never feel happy about nothing, people, because my whole premise was this sin thing should not be living, you know what I mean, eating, sleeping, eating taxpayers' money and thing, while, you know what I mean, him take out 5 of him own family bloodline life, my people. You know what I mean? And my thinking wasn't he should have no chance of people, no matter what nobody say, no matter what nobody do. It should never happen. Never. But the system of them, my people, them do what them a do, and we can't give away take on it, my viewers and subscribers. But reality of life, yo, it just look unfair to me, you know? Unfair. So with a lot of people saying and talking and, you know what I mean, basically trying to understand how I really are going with this sentence. Well, basically, a 5 life sentence upon him. So, naturally, 5 life sentence. You know, so you can't do 1 crime and you get life sentence to the 1. But you can say, just like even say cartel, where they charge him, like, you know what I mean, you get life sentence, but he's eligible for parole after 35 years. You get what I say? So with this a sin thing I know, my people, my 5 life sentence upon him, which him eligible for parole after 61 years, basically. So if you shall check the whole thing, naturally, without the parole thing, you might look upon like, say, almost 200, 300 years in prison. Basically, me I tell you this, if you take out the parole. But the parole thing is a thing now where if he behave himself, manage to follow instruction, and the orders and try to them see improvement where him change, decide to take classes and become a different person within these 61 years. That's weird now. Get it? But on a level, my people, realist level, this same thing now go get that. Him now go see that, my people. He's a troublesome already. Him now go see that. And if you do 61 years, because nothing now go run the night and day, like how people are going to say, if him do night and him do that at 2. No. Night and day counting as 1 for him. You understand? When you mean 61 years of your life, that's the way it depends right now. 61 years. So understand this, people. No night and day, nothing. So nobody believe that go split and go 30. No. Nothing like that. He's what, 23-year-old now. So you add 61 to the 23. That's our 84. You understand? Look on the same thing. So people, let me tell you this. Overall, yeah, when I look into it, and as I say, I feel like we say that the 6. But look on it. Sufferation is good sometimes, Yeah, man. Because them are going to deal with it, my people. It is good. As I tell you, it's a troublesome. It make trouble, it make problem, people. You understand? So it a go come. It a go come to it, my people. Yeah, it a go come. It a go forward, my viewers and subscribers. Don't worry about it, man. Don't you worry yourself about it. I'm telling you this, my people. It a go suffer. You understand? It a go tougher. Same just now, I look at blue shorts this morning and brown leather boat. And a floral shirt. We didn't look at the thinking, thing tie around him head. You know him style already, my people. So he may feel like, you know what I mean? Yeah, in himself, because remember, he was the one who talking, said this and that in the car. When they said them, I go give him the whatever. He was begging and crying, my people. They kind of want to live, The same thing want to live. You understand? And then Leila, they come forward and say, yo, she believes, say, yo, 53 years is good for him. But in the court, they all alone said, no, 53 is still not good. I'm putting 8 more years and that 61 is good before you can eligible. You understand, my people? So it a go suffer. It a go suffer, my people. But on a real level, you understand? And just imagine what grandma for go through. Grandma for those little ones and for your daughter, grandpa, and the whole family, my people. Every day of them life, they're going to live with this. You know what I mean? No, oh, you think this is something you can get over? Can never get over it. Imagine still living at the community every time you walk past that house. Can never, my people. But only Jah sees and knows. But my people, Jah know, man. I wish it could have go. But it's good, my people. It good. Me not got to complain. Me not got to worry. Because when them finish it off, gone, my people. But now it will live with the pain. It will live with the memories. It will live with everything we do, my people. The 42 when put in a mama, the 19 when put in the other one, the 9 when put in the other one, the 21 when put in the other one. It will live with everything, my people. Every pain, you understand, it will live with. So just know that, my people, it will live with it. My people, big up on yourself, man. And more love, more respect, and more blessings. And thanks to love, the support, the like, the share, and every comments. And I don't know, one team, one dream, one scheme. And if you don't subscribe, please do subscribe now. I need that notification bell so as a chop every day. We'll get them, my people. Follow me on the Instagram thing, the whole Facebook thing, and subscribe. Peace out, my people. Blessings.
And so we're here 61 years, 8 months. Your reflections?
Well, first of all, let me really record my appreciation for the very, very pellucid judgment of the court. It sought to educate, and it sought in a very transparent way to really make it quite clear. One, how the sentencing function of a judge is very, very difficult. But on the other hand, because of where we are in the 21st century, it showed in a very positive way the answer by the judiciary to answer the public, to respond to the public clamor for transparency and to explain. So certainly as Director of Public Prosecutions, I wish to salute the judge and the judiciary that he represents, and also the forward thinking of the Chief Justice, who gave his approval for the live streaming so that the members of the public would have another way, separate and apart from the media, to actually hear from themselves how the system works. I believe the judge was spot on in how he dealt with it. He properly considered the aggravating factors, the mitigating factors. I thought that was the correct starting point according to law. And he answered the call of history when he recognized, as we did, that there was no legal precedent for a case of this nature. And especially at a time in Jamaica where you have several multiple murders being committed at the same time in the same space in Jamaica land we love. It is a great call by the judiciary to show that these sort of matters, don't do it. It will be dealt with strongly and effectively and with a lot of testicular fortitude.